cannot eat English muffins or bagels. Because they have that texture where they're really, really dense and bready. English muffins are worse. Like, to me, like, if you put it in your mouth and you don't have anything on the muffin, like no jelly or anything, to me it literally tastes like you're eating, like, a mouthful of flour. And, like, it's hard enough just to eat it. And then you know how it is if you let something like that sit in your mouth for a while when you're trying to eat it and you're trying to be polite, not spit it back up. The longer it sits in your mouth, the more of a wad of flour it starts tasting like, and the drier your mouth gets, and the drier your mouth gets, the harder it is for you to eat it. So that's another thing that I cannot stand. Ground beef either. Like, if it's already cooked and I go to, like, a restaurant and order it or something, sometimes it's okay. But at home, oh no, I cannot do it. One, because being in Texas, we ate it, like, every night for, like, weeks at a time growing up. And that was part of it. But another part of it is that I cannot stand the smell of it while it's cooking. Like, I don't know. Some people say it smells good. Maybe my mom buys the wrong kind of ground beef or something. Maybe she buys, like, the, like, grade E, like, discarded circus animals, like elephants and giraffes and stuff. Maybe she buys that kind of ground beef, the kind that doesn't pass the USDA inspection. Because I swear to God, it just smells weird whenever it's cooking. Oh, another kind of meat that I cannot take as far as texture goes. I love chicken. I could eat chicken in the morning and noon and night, but I will not eat a fucking chicken liver. No, I will not eat a chicken liver. I will not eat a chicken gizzard. Chicken is not supposed to taste like that. Chicken is not supposed to be like, I don't know, gritty and grainy and I don't know, it's hard to describe what the texture of a chicken liver is, but I don't like it. A fried chicken liver is one of the nastiest things I can ever think to eat. Hominy, I don't know if any of y'all have ever had to eat hominy. My mom eats a lot of weird ass stuff, okay, just to explain. Probably half of y'all are like, when do you eat these things? Yeah, my mom is from the farm, like super fucking country, and she eats hominy all the time, and I swear to God that shit tastes like earwax in a can. I swear it does. Some people tell me it tastes better if you actually buy it like the way you're supposed to and cook it yourself, not out of a can. But all the stuff in a can, for real, is funk nasty. It's so gross. Asparagus from a can is also really gross. I won't eat that either. Asparagus out of a can makes me want to barf because it's so soggy. Ugh, it's like, it tastes like, I don't know, like spoiled pasta that you picked out of a dumpster or something. I don't know. It's really gross because it's not, asparagus is supposed to be crisp. It's not supposed to be soggy and mushy and shit. I don't like either kind of okra. Same reason. Boiled okra, once again, is like snot. And fried okra, it's like chunks of tire that you deep fried. I think they're having that at the state fair next year. Fried chunks of tire made with okra bits inside of them, deep fried. That's one of the reassuring things about America, is that you realize if you can deep fry it, some idiot at a state fair somewhere in the US is eating it right now. They're probably eating like literally like a human head on like a stick, or like roadkill that's been deep fried, or like, I don't know. I want to see the person that literally fries a piece of shit at the state fair. Is that wrong? I think that would be hysterical. Another certain version of it that involves hearing is, and I'll have links to this so you can read a little bit more about it. I'm covering as much as I can for the fact that I have to limit my videos right now because our lovely YouTube still hasn't resolved my freaking copyright strike. So these have to be 15 minutes long or less. So thank you guys so much for the last few videos where you hung in there and I have to edit the shit out of these. Anywho, but another one is, and this is kind of a combination of all of your senses, but there is a version of a sensory deficiency too, where you get overloaded really easily, and like you just can't be in certain places because it will literally give you a panic attack or an anxiety attack. Like, for instance, one for me is I cannot go to like a casino. Like, I've been to WinStar before because I go to concerts up there a lot because they have awesome concerts and they're usually really cheap and good bands come there. But like, I went to the casino part one time with a friend of mine, and literally I was like, get me to the concert hall, please, now, can we go? because it was just too much for me. There was lights everywhere, and there was sounds everywhere coming from the machines, and there was music coming from both the concert hall and the speakers on the ceiling, and I couldn't stand. There were people yelling, there were people just doing all sorts of stuff, there were kids screaming, and it just overloaded me. Literally, I could hear every single voice at the same time. That's the thing with me, is that if I'm in a public place and it's really crowded, I can't stand it, because I literally cannot drown it out. I can literally hear every single voice going at the same time if everyone's shopping there. Like Walmart, I can't do either for the same reason. Walmart's just too overwhelming for me, because it's such a big open store, and because it's always packed. It doesn't matter if you go at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. It doesn't matter if you go Thursday or Sunday. It's always packed. So I hear every single person screaming, and they're always screaming. No one at Walmart knows what an indoor voice is. They're always screaming, and their kids are always running up and down the aisles, running into you. You have to look out for make sure you don't step on them or punt one of them fuckers over the 50-yard line. You might have one hanging off the ceiling like a Gila monster that will just lean upside down and scream in your face. And then you have salespeople at the same time asking you if you're looking for anything. It's just too much. I can't do it. So that's another version of the same disorder. Believe it or not, they're all related. So some of y'all might have that one. I think that one's probably a little more common with people. But certain people do have textures they just can't deal with. Like one that I hear really commonly as far as textures go is some people don't like, I know this is going to sound funny, but some people don't like nuts of any kind. Like chocolate covered nuts. Like they're okay with nuts by themselves, but they don't like them in other food. Oh, and I hate oatmeal. Last but not least, I hate oatmeal. I almost forgot that one. I cannot stand plain oatmeal. If I want to eat oatmeal, I have to put so much shit in it, it's not oatmeal anymore. Like, I have to have, like, sugar and butter and cinnamon and chocolate chips and maple syrup, and it's just not an oatmeal anymore time I'm done with it. Because to me, regular, like, instant oatmeal, not flavored or anything that you prepare in a bowl, honest to God, has the texture and the taste of a pair of unwashed, dusty-ass gym socks. Like sweat socks. I can't do it. It's like munching on a pair of sweat socks. And I've heard certain foods, like, I wouldn't even want to try. People will tell me, if you don't like these kind of textures, not to eat, I think it's pronounced treep. Like, it's like part of like a duck liver. Not foie gras, it's a duck liver. But there's another thing called treep that like they eat in like 5-star restaurants. And someone told me it's like eating like a dish rag. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you learned something, and maybe you have something to share on this if you have problems like this. Does it affect any of your senses? Are there any that I have not named, like a smell that you absolutely cannot stand? And I mean an uncommon smell. Obviously there are certain smells no one can stand, okay? So don't say like a rank fart or something. That's kind of a given. Or any kind of touches or taste or anything like that that you guys cannot stand to like an incredible extent where you avoid it at all costs. And I'll do more of these on certain disorders that you don't hear as much of. Like one that I want to do in the future that I find very intriguing for the same reason, because you don't hear about it very often, is certain people are more sensitive to this thing called ASMR. And it's called like audio meridian sensory response. And it's hard to define exactly what it is, but people on YouTube, and I'm one of them, watch massage videos, or like they watch like certain sounds people make in videos, and it triggers it. And it's a really nice feeling, so I'm going to do one on that soon. I don't want to give too much away, but I will catch you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace, chicken grease. Bye, guys.